Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another Gala Games price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments that have been playing out here on the Gala Games chart. And before I kickstart the video, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership. And allow me to kickstart the video here on the daily chart by first giving you a recap of what has been happening, where you can see that Gala Games, from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside, making it to an all-time high at around the $0.85 mark in what I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upside. And after seeing the all-time high, we started the bear market, where we have been seeing lower prices in this ABC corrective structure, which has now taken us back to around the $0.015 mark in what I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave count 2 to the lower side. And after seeing the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 2, whatever we expect next is a bounce to the upside in the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 3, and sketching out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 3 by connecting the trend based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area to the upside at the fib level 1.618, and that perfectly lies at around the $1.37196 mark, and that is the minimum that I would expect that higher Elliot wave count 3 to the upside to do. And in the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 3, we also expect to see fractal waves in formation within that higher Elliot wave count 3, having the wave 5 of the fractal wave completing the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 3, and that is what I'm expecting to play out on the long-term scenarios. And getting to the short-term scenarios, and also start here on the daily chart, where we have a chart pattern which is giving us a breakout to the upper side, and that chart pattern has continued to be well obeyed, which is a falling wedge. And you can see we saw a breakout out of this chart pattern to the upper side, and the moment we saw a breakout to the upper side, whatever we expected next is a retest of the upper trend line of that falling wedge, and we can see such a move right here, having that as the retest. And once the retest was in, we continued pushing even higher, meaning the retest was a success, and this is the start of that impulsive movement that I'm expecting in the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 3 to the upside. And for us to also get another confirmation that in the formation of this wave 3, we also need to manage to break above key areas on the Fibonacci's, and connecting the Fibonacci's from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1. That gives me an area here on the Fibonacci that we need to manage to break above for us to fully say that we're in the formation of this higher Elliot wave count 3 to the upside, and that is the fib level 0.88 fib level, and that perfectly lies at around the $0.11371 mark. And the moment Gala Games is able to manage to break above that key area on the Fibonacci, then we can have hopes that in the formation of this higher Elliot wave count 3, and we can continue expecting even higher prices. And jumping to the 1 hour chart for further analysis, and also give you the short-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, basing it on the Elliot wave structures. And before I give you the short-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, I want to give you a measure from the low that we made at around the $0.015 mark in the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 2 to the high that we have made at around the $0.0417 mark. And you can see that Gala Games, from its bear market low, it's up by 187.14%, and that means Gala Games is up by almost 200% from its lower low, and there are chances that we might continue pushing even higher to the upside. And giving you the short-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out here on the Gala Games chart. Here on the 1 hour chart, Gala Games has continued to obey the Elliot wave structures also, where you can see I have this Elliot wave structure in blue, having that as the first wave, then a wave 2, a wave 3, then a wave 4, then we have continued pushing even higher in the formation of this wave 5. And once we see the high for this wave 5, then I'll be naming that Elliot wave structure to the upside as a higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upside. But for now, we don't have any confirmations that we have made the high for this wave 5 to the upside. There's still room for us to make one more lower high in the formation of that wave 5, which we can name as a higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upside. But the moment we see that high for that wave 5 and also complete the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upside, whatever we expect next is the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 2, and that is what I want to prepare you for here on the Gala Games chart. And in the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 2, we can sketch out a minimum retracement area to the lower side in the formation of that second wave, and that is assuming that the high for this first wave to the upside is in at around the $0.04279 mark. And I can do that by connecting the Fibonacci's from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1 to the upside, and that gives me a minimum retracement area between the Fib level 0.5 and the Fib level 0.618, which perfectly lies between the $0.02927 mark and the $0.02601 mark. That is the minimum that I would expect that second wave to the lower side to do. And because the second wave is a corrective wave, I will also expect to see an ABC corrective structure play out, having the wave C fully maximizing the formation of that wave 2 to the lower side. So that is what I'm expecting here on the Gala Games chart. That is on the short-term scenarios, and the reasons as to why I might think that there are chances that we might have seen the high for this higher Elliott wave count 1 to the upside. If I take a look at the indicators here on the RSI, we are trading at around the 79 mark, meaning we have managed to get into the overbought region, and we don't have room for us to support any movements to the upper side any further. And also taking a look at the MACD, on the MACD we have been able to print a bullish cross, and that would mean higher prices are coming our way, but that could be just a short-term bullish movement, maybe give us one more lower high, and once that is in, we might get into the overbought region once more on the RSI, then expect a retracement to the lower side in the formation of this wave 2. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.